Hi guys, how you guys doing? Hope all is well. My name is Lisa. For those of you who are new, those of you that's been with me, thank you so much. Why am I blurry? There it goes. Okay, Page of Wands. Good news coming. Maybe through the phone, letter, phone call, word of mouth. Okay. We got stability here, community. What else? Happiness. Let's see what else. Intuition. Feeling defenseless. Okay, standing your ground. Somebody's spying on you. Those are only pieces. Hold on. Single person. Somebody's coming back from the past. Somebody coming towards you. Alright, let's see. Okay, so you're gonna have some good news, whether it's be a letter, a phone call, a word of mouth. It's gonna make you happy, childlike, playful. Gonna be making exciting plans soon. Okay. Then we have the community card, 4 of Wands. Happy family, reuniting, coming together, celebrations, surprises. It could be parties, weddings, events. Family coming together, teamwork, success. So you might be hearing news that's gonna make you very, very happy. Like, because we have the Sun card here. Maybe on the 19th. Could be significant. But on 19th on this month, next month, following month, I don't know. But I do have standing your grounds. You might be standing up for your beliefs, some of you guys, fighting for your corner, protective. Maybe you're not letting people in. Like, this is the energy, like, say you meet somebody new, right? And you're like, you like that person. But you're like in that defense mode where you don't let them in, or like you're not unsure. Maybe you're unsure. You're like, every time I meet somebody, they end up failing me. I'm gonna go slow. But this person excites you. Like, they make you very happy. So you guys might be starting fresh. And opportunities on the rise. Things might be going slow. If it is a relationship, or if it's a business thing that you got going on, it's going to be slow and steady, but it is going to be stable. You're going to be happy to be doing it. If it's something you're doing. If it's a relationship, same thing. This could be a person, place, or thing. That's a new something. You're starting something new, a new project, a new relationship, something new. But it makes you happy. Like, you're excited. A little bit standoffish, like whoa, you're pressing brakes and type thing. But somebody is keeping an eye on you. Somebody's watching you. This could be online. Somebody is keeping an eye on you. Like you feel like a kid again, kind of like. And I am talking to a single person here. A very independent person, very successful. Hard worker. You might be investing in yourself, whether maybe you're, you know, making yourself look good, working out, exercising, bringing life back into you, stability, freshness, doing things that make you happy, exciteful. Somebody's watching you. Oh shoot, sorry, did I mess it up? It's in my mouse. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. It's my mouse for when I stop. Hopefully you guys are still with me. I'm sorry. Let's see. Alright, yeah, somebody is watching me. Let's see what else. You're right. Yeah, I see that. You're taking things slow. You're in no rush. You're very patient. You're doing things that you're responsible. You're doing things that you can take care of. You're taking the slow route. But you do want this. It does make you excited. You're finishing what you're starting this time. Before things got in the way and you would start something and you never finished it. So now this time you're going to continue doing what you set your mind to do this time. You're in no rush. You're watching everything around you. You're very kind of like curious. You want to learn new things. You're excited. You're patient. You're at the stable mindset of like wanting to learn new things. And they keep talking. Today, I've had on all 4 of the readings that I've just done, because I do them in groups, they've all fell on the floor. But it's victory. Whatever you're doing, steady, slow, you're gonna have victory on this. Success. Because now you have your mindset focused on wanting to do it. So, and you're calm, you're cool, you're collective. You want to do this now. Maybe you're at the grown-up stage, like you're more patient, you understand, you're in a more understanding place, that knowing that you know it's gonna benefit. You're leaving toxicity behind, the devil in reverse. You knew at one point you used to do things without even thinking, in a hurry, and it didn't get you nowhere. So now you learned that slow and steady wins the race. People are noticing you. You're gravitating to people. People are liking what you're creating. You could be creating something. People are liking it. They're gravitating towards you. New energy. Yes, you're working very hard. You're working very hard on this, whether it be yourself, something you're doing really good. You're ending things. I'm pretty sure the Ace of Swords is going to want to come out. You're falling, either you're going to run into somebody you love, or you're falling in love with yourself. Like Soulmates are starting to gravitate towards you, not necessarily in love, like soulmates. Like soulmates can be people just like you. You're starting to find your group now. People that admire you. People who think the way you do. People who are just like you. You know, you're starting to find your soul family type thing, like, you know. So you're connecting. You're starting to find who you are, what you about, what you like. Your interests are open. You're open-minded to things, like, you know. You stopped and slow down and starting to smell the roses type thing. You're just like taking it within. You're just taking life within, you know. No more tower moments. The tower already happened. Like, you know, you're starting to see the sun now. Good things happening, because now you're in a more stable place, stable minded, and you're calling in that energy of peace, of love, of, you know, stableness. Yeah. You're transforming your life, transforming yourself. You could be, like I said, focusing on yourself, wanting to look good, exercising. Maybe you're, you know, watching, getting healthy. You're just doing you. You're bringing in a new lifestyle for yourself, and you're liking it. And you're ending, you're letting go. You're ending, you're, you know, you're just releasing. You're transforming. You're going through that transformation stage. Yes, because you see what you want for the future. He sees, King of Wands sees, having a vision. You're very energetic. You're starting to, as you work out or pay attention to yourself, you're starting to look more together, more balanced. You're starting to show your confidence. You're starting to be friendly, funny, charming. You know, you're more free thinking. You're motivated. You're action oriented. You're very proud. You're very passionate and very honest person. Okay? You're waiting for things to grow. You're patiently waiting. You're trying to use your patience to come out. And you're not rushing. You're just taking your time. You know? You're just watching it grow. And watching yourself grow. You know? It's like when you're working out. Yes, it's going to take a long time before you start seeing results. But with discipline and motivation, you'll get there, right? Rather to start than not start at all type thing. You'll see results. You're going to see results. But you're happy doing it. And you're in no hurry. You're in no hurry. Yeah. You got the moon card. You have the 18th. 18 can mean something to you. 13 can mean something to you. What else number I have? 19 can mean something to you. Your intuition is starting to get strong. You may be having some dreams right now, or you just focus on your dreams and making them come to fruition. You're releasing anxiety, fear. You're starting to work on your insecurity. Things are starting to come out. Working on yourself. You made the choice to do that. Yeah, and you're mastering it. The Emperor. You can also be a fire sign. I see Cancer. I see Pisces. I see Aries. I see Virgo. I see Capricorn. Scorpio. Yeah, everybody's here. The gang's all here. So it don't matter what sign you are, but you guys are all here. But you're taking charge of your life. You're taking charge of yourself. You're starting to take charge of your mind. You're starting to structure yourself. You're protecting yourself. You're in control. You're driving your own. You're your own pilot. You're thinking practical. You know, you can feel older, like matured. Maybe your birthday's this year. You're like, this year I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be different. This year I'm gonna act older. I'm gonna act my age. I'm gonna be a better father. I'm gonna be a better father figure. I'm gonna be a better father. Not necessarily paternity father. You can be a father of, like, you know, of yourself. Like, you're gonna show people. You're gonna teach people, like a teacher, a master. Be like showing people that that's not the route. This is how you need to go. You know, you're just showing people. You're leaving conflict behind. 5 of Wands upside down. Instead of arguing, you're more, you know what, you explain it better. You're more patient. You give instructions more better, type thing. Like, I don't know, you're like an advisor, as a speaker, that give inspiration. You could be guiding others to follow, to say, hey, this is a better way of thinking. You're mastering it. You're mastering yourself. You're mastering oneself. You could be going out at night watching the moon and the stars, and you can also be enjoying the scenery in the daytime too. I see that. Like, you're more stable, where you stop to smell the roses. You're enjoying what life has to give you. With your eyes, your nose, your mouth, you just, you know, transforming. You're transforming everything. You're transforming your life. And you're thinking and you're doing, and that's the truth. Ace of Swords. You're starting to see things clearly. Making new plans. Maybe you're writing things down as you do them. You have more mental clarity. Might be jogging, bringing some more oxygen to your brain so you can think better. You're more calm. Your communication's more clearly. You're realizing truth, having vision. You're focused. You're focused on something. You focus on yourself. And you are working with people. Teamwork. People could be working with you. Like I said, you could be gravitating people towards you because they like what you are bringing to the table. You're learning, you're studying, you could be studying, you could be growing, you're growing. You actually are growing as you learn. You're doing it, you're putting in the hard work, you're staying committed, you're building success, one brick at a time, you're in no rush. Collaborating, you're having teamwork, determination, and your goals are very high. Your attention to details are very strong. Yeah, and you have an eye for your money. You have a plan. You have a plan worked out where you know where you want to go. You're very business-wise. You're a risk taker. You want to build an empire. You're thriving. You're standing on high status. Your stability and security is enterprising. Okay? You're a provider, not only for yourself, but for others. Yeah, you're leaving conflict behind. You're thinking before you speak. If they have negative saying, you're like, that's not for me. Move out of my way. I don't want to be right here. Like, you understanding that that's not what kind of life you want to live. You want peaceful, restful. You want to be at peace. You want to be at rest. You're very spiritual. You could be speaking to your ancestors, you know, at an altar. You could be going to church. However you guys find yourself. There's no judgment, and you shouldn't have any judgment on other people, how they heal. It's just as long as you heal, whatever it takes to heal. You know, what you do. Everybody does it a different way, and there's no right or wrong way as long as you heal. What else? And they're falling on the floor still. Let's see. Yeah. Your prayers are coming true. Your altar. You could be focusing on your altar. You know, speaking to your altar, loving your altar, caring for your altar, putting money on your altar. But your prayers are coming into true. Into fruition. You're releasing what no longer serves you with the hangman upside down. People are coming towards you for advice. Might see you as, you know, somebody that can help them, to give them good advice. 12 could mean something is the other number that came out. 13, 19, Virgo, Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Virgo, all the gangs here. Returning to one's roots. Childhood memories are starting to come back where you're using it to influence people. Some of you might be missing like your childhood home. Some of you guys are just like reminiscing a little bit. Nostalgia. Some of you guys might be returning to a childhood home that you grew up in, and it's bringing a lot of memories, youthfulness, innocence. Your creativity could be coming out like strongly lately. Now that you're more stable, you have goodwill. Okay. What else? Yeah, you're releasing what doesn't. The devil card up in reverse. Toxic places, toxic people. You're just leaving that behind. You have no time for that. Let's see. You have 8 of Wands. You might be traveling, maybe, like I said, to childhood home, or meeting somebody, running into somebody from your past. That maybe you guys are going to catch up. Maybe it was a childhood friend that they haven't seen in a long time, and you guys are going to catch up. Things are going to start moving. You're in exciting times right now. You're feeling free. Maybe a romance might be taking off for some of you guys. Or this can just mean gaining momentum. Thinking ahead. Thinking on your feet. You're starting to take action. It's going to make you very happy. Maybe the family makes you very happy. Yeah, you're more at peace. The peace wanted to come out again. You're relaxed. Mentally, physically, you found your place. You found rest. You found peace. You found your sanctuary. Not only physically, but mentally. That is sanctuary, to mentally be at peace in your mind. Peace of mind. Peace of mind, you're more happier. Happy. What else? No more confusion. No more fogginess. No more choices. Not necessarily like saying you don't have choice, but you have more of a clarity, and not going for poor choices no more. You're using your options well. Some of you guys might be having dreams right now, or you're just fulfilling your dreams of what you've been dreaming for a long time. Yeah, you're thinking wisely now. King of Swords. Truth, structure, routine. You're just on the same routine. You're trying to keep your routine. Now you're more intelligent, logical. Your powers are coming out. You're more, you have more authority. You have more strength. You're using your manners. You conversate with manners. You're very discerning. You're detached if you need to be. You're cool if you need to be. You're very honest. Your integrity's standing out. Your morals are standing out. You're very stern. Yeah, this is upside down. Releasing stress. Starting because you're working out, or you're starting to be more clear and stable and all the good stuff. Like, so now you can sleep better. Light at the end of the tunnel. You're recovering. You're improving. Yeah, you're just in a more stable place. You've never been so balanced in your life. You've never been so happy. You're finding yourself. And you're enjoying life as you do it. Yes, and the guardian angels are helping you. And there's a 4 for stability. And 4 plus 1 is 5, so change. And your balance and your peace. Maybe you're meditating now. You're building a structure of a tall foundation, a more balanced foundation. You're using your intuition. Your intuition's very high. You might be reading cards. Some of you guys have inner knowing of what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. You're trusting the path. You have spiritual insights. Like you started off with stability. It's here again. Your knowledge. That's the King of Swords. Things are yet to be revealed, and you have spirit guides all around you, protecting you as you go. Because the more stable you are, the more they hang around with you. You're following your intuition. Yeah, you're starting to wake up. You made a choice to do this. 20 can be significant. You're starting on your new creativity, starting fresh. Don't matter how long it takes you, but you're going slow, stable. Let's see. You're starting to give and take. You're understanding the gift of give and take. You're adventurous. You're very energetic. You're charming. You're warm. You're exciting. You're fearless. You're confident. You're self-assured. You're rebellious. You're brave. You're sexy. You're warm. You're a shameless flirt. Look at you. You're already like. You're ready. You know. Some of you guys might be communicating with honesty, truthfulness, protective. Some of you guys might still be protective, but only to see how far you can speak to somebody. Like, you only use your words so far as just to see your surrounding and how they take and how they perceive you. So that's good. You will accept constructive criticism. You'll take it in without feeling offense. Let's see. You're releasing the swords. You're no longer feeling stuck or trapped. Yeah. 17. You just focus on yourself. You have a lot of hope. You have a lot of inspiration. You're very creative. You're very calm. You found your serenity. You're healing. You have strong faith. Your renewal is becoming good, like renewal. You're renewing everything as you renew yourself. You're rejuvenating. What else? I keep dancing. I'm sorry. I get nervous. I'm swinging. Okay. Yes. You're being led by the light. You found the light, and now you're continuing the path. Somebody passed you the light, and now you're continuing to move on. You're so searching for your people, not only a loved one, but so searching for your people, like the people that are like you, for you to feel at home. I mean, some of you guys can be bringing in the soulmate. I mean, don't leave that out, because the Four of Wands also means, like, could be somebody that makes you happy, that you might want to build a stable home with. I mean, I'm not leaving that out. I can read this so many ways, but I'm more focused. I see that it's more focused on yourself, me, myself, and I right now. Like, this is me, myself, and I right now. Okay, let's see. What does the spirit guides want to say to you on your spiritual path? Let's see. See that you've done a lot of work on yourself, and it took you a long time to get where you're at, but you know what? Just enjoy the journey. You're enjoying the journey. Alright, let's see. And I found on the floor. I'm telling you, I'm not having a good time today. Let's see. It says this situation will result in good karma. Moon energy is amplifying the situation. And keep your intentions clear. Okay, and the bottom of the deck. Now is not the time in reverse. And I just drew all my cards. Now is not the time in reverse, because why? Now is the time. And just made a mess. But that's what the spirits are saying, okay? Have faith. Your voice and your prayers. The spirits heard your voice and your prayers, okay? Continue going on your self-discovery, and everything else will follow. Have a good night. I love you. Be safe, and I'll be back. Now what? Bye.